Today I want to introduce you guys to somebody that's very special to me. But before that, this is a new segment that we're doing. And this segment is just geared to highlight the stories of my men and the guys that are in the back that are the ones that are doing all the work. And these guys are either coming from prison, some of them came off the streets, but these are the guys that are have made tremendous changes and transformations within their lives. And are just absolutely crushing it. So the idea of this is to really highlight when I talk about using business as ministry, this is it right here. It's loving on guys like Javier and the other guys that I've got, and just sharing their story with the idea that it may help somebody out there and may give somebody hope. So I want to introduce to everybody Javier. And just very, very excited to introduce to y'all Javier. We've known each other for a couple of years now. And Javier is somebody that came in with very, very little knowledge of what we do and is now one of our experts here that knows just about every little thing that we do and has made tremendous leaps and bounds. So without further ado, we'll get into it.
My name's Javier. I work in ContainURr Pools. And the life that I had before, it was no good. It was just me being in the streets, selling drugs, doing all this, hanging around with the bad people, wrong crowd. And I landed in prison, first time in prison, so that experience was crazy. So for me, it was to experience that, it was like, it changed my life. I think me going to prison was a good thing for my life. The reason I say that is because I ended up here in ContainURr Pools. I never thought I was gonna be at a job for this long, 2 years. And having to experience everything that I've been doing here in this company, and where I'm at right now, it's great. I have a good relationship with my family. I got a good relationship with the people that I work with. I love what I do at ContainURr Pools. And when I started, I was struggling with things, not being able to do things right. And now it's like I can actually just work, and if there's something wrong, I know how to fix it. I know what to do. I don't need to call anybody else, be like, hey, can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? I can actually do it myself, and then you just keep working and working, get everything done, and like being able to help others and teach them what I know. So when I started at ContainURr Pools, some lady got me the job. Like she's the one that applied for me, and she's like, hey, you know what? I got you a job, Javier, so you have an interview, get ready. I was like, whoa, I didn't even know about it. So it was like, so she told me it was ContainURr Pools. So I was like, okay, I read ContainURr Pools, so I didn't know what it meant. I'm like, and I know I had pools in it, but I was like, ContainURr Pools. So I was impressed when I got here. So when I got here, I got interviewed by Matt and Shirley. And I just told them that, they asked me what kind of experience that I have, and I told them I actually don't have a lot of experience. I've never worked before. So I felt like, I looked at them and they're like, okay, hopefully I get the job. Because it's kind of hard just to look for a job by yourself and all that. So when I started talking to Matt, and I told him about my life and everything, and like I didn't have a lot of experience, I was like, but I'm a hard worker. I learned quick. It took me a little bit longer than what I thought, but I'm grateful for where I'm at right now. But so when the interview was done, I was like, you know what? I was like, hopefully I get the job. I was already walking away. I was halfway down the street, and I just hear Matt calling my name, Javier, screaming, Javier, Javier. I was like, I turned around, and I just started running back towards Matt, and he's like, you know what, Javier? You start tomorrow. You got the job. I'm like, okay, thank you. I was so happy. I was like, wow. So it's like starting this job was like, I was like, you know, I was kind of nervous because I was like, I had no experience. I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was always asking for help, and I was like, hey, well, what should I do next? What should I do? So it was just kind of a struggle. But then I started just learning more and more and more. And now where I'm at right now, it's like, wow, it's like I'm teaching people, learning them, teaching them how to do the things that I do. If they struggle on something, I help them out. If they need a hand, I help them out. So it's like, it feels good being able to do all that. Before I started working in ContainURr Pools, the person that I was, it was like my mentality wasn't the same as right now. It was just, I thought differently. I It was just different. I didn't think the way I used to think right now, like I do right now. I was just, I was so negative. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. I can't accomplish this. I always doubt myself all the time. So now it's like, I think differently. I'm always positive. If something's wrong happens, that I'm like, okay, it's fixable. I could do it. I got this. I could actually think about it and just relax, and everything's gonna be good. Things happen. Back then it wasn't like that. It was like, you know what, something went wrong, I just gave up. Now it's like I find a solution, and I continue doing it and doing it and doing it. I'm in a good position right now, so it's like now I think about what's ahead, what's coming. It's like, and I'm excited about what's next in my life now. Like, I have responsibilities, like I'm saving money, I have my own car, so it feels good having all these things. And that's just the start, you know what I mean? I can't wait for the rest, you know what I mean? Having my own house, having just a bigger family, and I can't wait for the new things that are coming into my life. I never thought I was gonna be in this position that I'm at right now. Just because ended up in jail, in prison, doesn't mean that that's the end. Like, you know what I mean? There's more things out there. Like, if you pray about it, and if you continue going the right way, and there's a lot of good things out there. I've been in your position. I've been in the streets. I used to sell drugs. I used to do bad things. Yeah, like, I know it's hard out there. It is hard, and it's hard to get it out of that lifestyle, but it's possible. I made it, and I know you can too as well. Prison is not the end. I mean, everything's gonna work out, and just look for somebody to help you out. I encourage you to do good. There's a lot of good things out there, and I'm here to tell you that it's possible.